One.
Peace, y'all. It's your big sister, Coach Sherry Babette, and today I want to talk to you about overcoming challenges. And the first thing that we need to think about when we're overcoming a challenge is identifying the obstacle. So if your challenge is with another person, then the obstacle might be communication or distance or previous experiences with that person. So we have to identify, well, what was the problem in the past with that person, for example, if it's previous history. So let's take an example of girls who don't get along. Why don't they get along? Because last week one girl rolled her eyes at another girl because the other girl was standing with some other people that she didn't like. So, when we're overcoming challenges, though, especially with other people, interpersonal relationships, we have to think about what the benefit is with repairing that relationship. And if there is no benefit, then fine. The relationship can fizzle away. But if you're allowing a relationship to fizzle away, do it peacefully. If the challenge is that you didn't get along with that person in the first place, it should not be hard to just not deal with the person. But you don't have to do it with animus, with anger, with hostility. And every time you see the person, you got to announce to the person, oh, let me get away from them because I don't get along with them and I don't want no problems. That's childish. You don't want problems, just say, hey, how you doing, and keep moving. Don't hang around to have a fake conversation or potentially put another conflict, a verbal conflict, confrontation. Don't present the opportunity for that to happen. You know what I mean? And then so that's an example of an interpersonal challenge that you can meet. So to recap it, if you don't get along with a person, stay away from the person. If you have to work with a person, that's a little bit different. You might need a mediator. You might need somebody who's in the middle to come in and say, okay, what's your problem? Okay, what's your problem? How can we meet in the middle to resolve this problem? And you want to make sure that the person that you get to mediate is actually a neutral person, because if that person has favorites or is inclined to take one position over another, it may not be a fair mediation. And we need people who can be objective and not take sides. We want somebody who can see right to the issue, who's right and who may be a little bit off course. And we want someone who can be honest about who's at fault and not just try to make people feel good, because making people feel good but convincing them that they're not wrong, that's not effective. You have to be honest, tell the truth about what's going on, and let them know. Like a lot of these entertainers, right, they have people around them, I think I said this before, they have people around them that don't give them honest feedback. So these guys make stupid mistakes day in and day out, and their yes people around them just keep encouraging them and telling them, yeah, everybody likes you, you got so many followers on social media. No, they need someone around them to say, hey, stupid, stop what you're doing. You're making a mess out of your life. You're getting yourself all these legal troubles. You're paying out all your money in lawyers. You can't enjoy the money that you're earning. Okay, so we need mediators, again, who are fair and impartial and objective. Okay, now if your challenge is a personal thing within yourself, you want to start studying more, or you want to start exercising more, or you want to be nice when you talk to people, you have a way of, making people feel bad or something like that, then you have to still identify what is the obstacle for you to complete that objective. Why can't I study? Or why don't I exercise? Or why am I always so angry when I talk to people? You have to identify what's going on. Why do I do this? And be honest, okay? Honesty, again, you have to be honest about what is going on. And sometimes it's a little bit painful because you may have to dig deep and regurgitate and bring up some things that have happened in the past that you really don't want to think about. And so you may have to go there and actually think about some things that are painful. But once you identify them and confront them and then overcome it, you will be a better person, okay? So identify your challenge and identify your obstacle for overcoming that challenge, and then make realistic steps to get past it and be successful with overcoming your challenge, okay? So for example, if I say I want to start exercising, right? I'm not going to get up tomorrow if I haven't been exercising, and I get up tomorrow and I say, oh, I'm going to run 5 miles, do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups. That's not realistic. That makes no sense. And I'm not going to do that. And even if I did do it the next day and probably the next week after that, I wouldn't be able to do anything because my body hasn't been used to it, and I'm going to be sore and achy and cramped and all that other stuff. So that's just ridiculous. I need to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk around, I'm going to move my arms during the day, or do some toe touches and stretch, and that's more realistic. And then build from there, okay? And in that way I will be more inclined to do it regularly, as opposed to do a whole bunch one day and then never do it again because I had such a horrible experience afterwards, right? And yeah, so realistic expectations to overcoming obstacles, like studying, okay? You don't like to study. What do you not like more? Not studying or getting bad grades, bad results from you not doing the work that you need to do? So we need to think about what will happen if we don't meet our challenges and we don't overcome our challenges, right? So that's it for now. I guess I will come to you with more about overcoming challenges, since that's a pretty big thing in our lives, right? So peace, y'all. Have a good one.